welcome to Augment. Obviously this week we're not in Comic Zone. I sort of figured that it was probably best to have the competition sort of, who won sort of thing at Comic Zone, so that's actually going to be next week. I'm trying out new lighting and I hope this is alright. I don't know, it looks kind of strange. I hope it works out alright on the show. This week we have a few reviews. We have some games, we have comics, we have books, we have movies, we have everything. So stay tuned, but right now we're over to the news. Metallica is releasing their latest album, Death Magnetic, on September 12th worldwide. Also, related to Metallica's new album, Death Magnetic, it will be released online for download at the same time as the album release for Guitar Hero 3. So those people that have a copy of Guitar Hero 3, get online if you like Metallica and download the entire Death Magnetic album and start playing. That's all for the news. I'll see you next week. I'm nobody important. See you then. Okay, first up we have Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit for the PlayStation 3. A really nice looking game. This one is definitely one of the best Dragon Ball games that I have seen. Unfortunately still done by Atari, it's another beam-up. It basically follows the story of the cartoon series from the very first Dragon Ball Z episode through to the end of the Cell Saga. So it goes through to when Gohan turns into Super Saiyan 2. It looks beautiful and the recreation of the scenes from the actual series are amazing. They're really well done, it's got all the proper voice acting, it sounds and looks beautiful. Even while you're in the fight scenes, all the impact, the references to the series are just excellent. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan, it is really good. Unfortunately, I actually found that the controls were a little simplistic. I only played it through on easy mode, so I could get a feel of the actual game, but I like to feel what the controls are, how responsive the controls are the first time through. And I found that it was pretty much just button mashing. I didn't actually read the booklet. I just picked up the controller and kept on pressing circle and triangle, and it just did just about everything. It's a really good game, and I think to expand the story you have to play it through a few times, which gives it replayability, but it gets very dull after a while because you're just basically pressing the same button combination over and over and over again, which I've found with most fighters. So visually, this is a beautiful game. If you're into Dragon Ball, you really should pick this up. Gameplay wise, it's not really covering much more than the PlayStation 2 and Xbox releases. If you've been following the Dragon Ball fighting genre, then you're not really getting anything new from this. And personally I'd wait for Dragon Ball Z Online to come out if you're looking for a different experience. But this, if you haven't been playing them, is definitely one to pick up. It's beautiful, it covers the story remarkably, and it is just a really nice, fun game to play. So pick it up, check it out, see what you think. Okay, the second review is Kane and Lynch Dead Men. I realise this is an old game, but I haven't played it before, and I learnt that they were going to be making a movie. So I figured that it was best to play the game that the movie was going to be based on before I saw the movie. I don't know, it's a lot different than what I expected, but I heard a lot of good things about it. And because it's on the PS3, it looks really good. Gameplay is reasonably intuitive. You don't have to learn too many button combinations to be able to play it, so it's reasonably simple. there is a lot of storyline there, but it doesn't seem like a good storyline. I've played the first few levels and yeah, okay, it's got a story, but it seems to be a very linear story. So, I don't know, if you're into just basically going around and shooting people, then great, that's fine, that's what you're going to get from this game. But if you're looking for something in-depth, you're just not going to get it. Not to say that it's a bad game. It plays really well, everything about it is really good. It's a third-person shooter, so if you enjoy those sort of things like Hitman, then pick it up. I've actually found that the co-op was more interesting than the single-player campaign mode. If you're looking for co-op games, this is one to pick up. So check it out, but I don't know, if you're not into that sort of thing, then stay away from it. It's really not worth getting into the genre just for this game.
I might have my issues, but I know what you did.
Okay, next is a comic review, the only comic that was in at the comic shop this week. So, it's Secret Invasion, issue 5 of 8, and it finally feels like we're coming towards a conclusion. The whole Secret Invasion thing has been happening around the entire Marvel Universe, and in this issue it feels like we're coming close to a conclusion. And it's really good. Brian Michael Bendis, excellent writer. And this just shows off his writing capabilities. An amazing writer. As far as artwork goes, I'm not too into used artwork. I like things like Dal Keown and things like that. His artwork is really, really nice. And I realise it has a lot of lines, but that's pretty much the only way I can explain used artwork. So, for sure, pick this up. If you haven't been keeping up with the Secret Invasion stuff, I wouldn't grab this one to start off with because this is sort of the end of it, but definitely grab the Secret Invasion stuff. Bendis, beautiful writer. He's not my favourite artist, but he's definitely keeping the look of the whole thing going, and it's just an enjoyable read. Pick it up. Okay, so that's it for today. Sorry there's nothing else. It was kind of a rush today. I was hoping to get a few more things into the show, but there's a lot of stuff happening at the moment. So stay tuned for next week. The competition will be revealed, who's won first, second and third place. Keep your entries coming in to augment@live.com.au, or if you have no other choice, send to PO Box 29 Rockingham City, Western Australia 6168. There's still prizes up for grabs, so keep the entries coming in. There's been some really interesting guesses so far, so keep them coming in. Here is the competition. Thanks to the guys at Comic Zone, we have some wonderful prizes to give away this week. First place will be winning a signed copy of Robots, Strange Times number 1 and 2, The Myopians, New Gen, Contract issue 0, and Snake Pit number 16. For second place winners, you will get a copy of Contract issue 0, New Gen part 3 of 6, and a trade paper of The Hunter. For third place winners this week, we have a Flash ring, a Green Lantern ring, and a Wonder Woman badge up for grabs. And all you have to do to be in the running for this contest is to answer one simple question. List 3 Marvel movies that Stan the Man Lee has appeared in. Now this may sound rather simple, but you are not allowed to repeat a movie. So say he was in Rambo, you're not allowed to say he was in Rambo 1, Rambo 2 and Rambo 3, you're only allowed to say he was in Rambo. By the way, he wasn't. Okay, so the competition is open until the 24th of August. All you have to do is either email us at augment@live.com.au or leave a message at the bottom of this YouTube video. Or if you have no other choice but snail mail, please send to PO Box 29, Rockingham City, Western Australia 6168.